Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 2, Pythagoras theorem. We all know that when we talked about the Pythagoras theorem, it's related with a right angle triangle. Now, let's see what is right angle triangle. A triangle having one angle of 90 is called right angle triangle. Okay, here we have a triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle B is of 90, so it's a right angle triangle. Now, opposite side of a angle B is AC, opposite side of angle C is AB, and opposite side of a angle A is BC. Okay, so in this right angle triangle, angle B is of 90, opposite side of a angle B, that is angle 90, opposite side of a angle 90 is called hypotenuse. So always remember, opposite side of angle 90 is called hypotenuse, and remaining two sides are called perpendicular sides of a right angle triangle. Okay, now we already used the Pythagoras theorem, means its application we already used in a previous standard. Now what is the Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, the longest side, that is hypotenuse, square of a hypotenuse is equal to sum of square of remaining two sides is called Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so in this triangle ABC, angle B is of 90, AC is a hypotenuse. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, square of hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to sum of square of remaining two sides, means remaining two sides is AB and BC, so square of AB plus square of BC. Okay, so this is called Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of square of remaining two sides. Okay, this is called Pythagoras theorem. And converse of Pythagoras theorem. So here we have one triangle PQR. Okay, we don't know the triangle PQR is which type of a triangle. It's obtuse, accuse, or right angle triangle. Okay, so but we know the longest side of this triangle is PR. Okay, so in a triangle, if the longest square of a longest side, that is PR square, is equal to sum of square of remaining two sides, means PQ square plus QR square. Okay, so in this triangle, the square of a longest side is equal to sum of square of remaining two sides. Then this triangle is a right angle triangle, and opposite angle of a longest side, here the longest side is PR, opposite angle of a longest side, that is angle Q, is of a 90. So this is called converse of Pythagoras theorem. This both the theorem we are going to prove in a next video. Okay, so we will prove this both the theorem in next video. Now further, let's see what is Pythagoras triplet. Triplet, what is meant by triplet? Triplet means a group of three. Okay, so here we are talking about the group of three numbers. Okay, so which triplet is called Pythagorean triplet? In a triplet, means it's a number, they are the natural number. Okay, sum of a square of a bigger number is equal to sum of square of remaining two number, then that numbers are called Pythagorean triplet. Suppose we have three numbers 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and out of this three number, which number is larger number is 5. Okay, so we have to square it. 5 square is 25. Now remaining two numbers are 3 and 4. Now first of all, make a square of it, 4 square and 3 square, then add it. Okay, so 4 square is 16 and 3 square is 9. 16 plus 9 is 25. So here 5 square is equal to 4 square plus 3 square. That means this group of three number, this three number is called Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so to identify whether the given triplet is a Pythagorean triplet or not, we have to first of all square the larger number, then square then the remaining two numbers, add the square of remaining two numbers. If both are equal, then that number is called Pythagorean triplet. Once again, let's see what is Pythagorean triplet. In a triplet means in a group of three number that are natural number, square of a larger number is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining two number. Then the group of these three number is called Pythagorean triplet. Let's take another example. Suppose we have a number 11, 60 and 61. Okay, so first of all I find out the square of all these three. The square of 11 is 121. Square of 60 is 6 6 are 36, 3600, and square of 61 is 61 into 61, it's a 2, 6 6 are 30, 30 and 1 37. So 3721. 3721 is the square of 61. Okay, now larger number is 61. Okay, 61 square is 3721. Remaining two number are 11 and 60. So add the square of both, 121 and 3600. Now when we add these two number, the number that we'll get is 23721. So here also square of larger number is equal to sum of square of remaining two number. That means the group of these three number is called Pythagorean triplet. Okay, now let's see the property of right angle triangle. Okay, first of all, the property of 30, 60, 90. Now here we have a triangle ABC. Now if angle C is of 30, then what will be the measure of angle A? Sum of all is equal to, sum of all angle of a triangle is equal to 180. This is 90, this is 30, so remaining angle is of 60. So now this triangle is called a kind of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, now what is the property of 30, 60, 90 triangle? If a triangle is of 30, 60 and 90 kind of a triangle, then the opposite side of a 30, now find out which side is the opposite of a 30 in this triangle. So opposite side of a 30 is AB. So opposite side of a 30, so AB is half of hypotenuse, that is AC. Okay, so according to the property of 30, 60, 90, opposite side of a 30 angle is half of hypotenuse, is half of hypotenuse. Okay, so AB is half of AC. This is the first thing. Then the second thing is what? Opposite side of a 60. So here angle A is of 60, opposite side of angle A is a BC. Okay, so opposite side of a angle 60, that is BC, is root 3 upon 2 times of a hypotenuse, that is AC. So this is second property in the same. Second is opposite side of a 60 is root 3 upon 2 times of hypotenuse. Okay, so this is called property of 30, 60, 90. In a triangle, if angles are 30, 60 and 90, then the opposite side of a 30 is half of hypotenuse, and opposite side of a 60 is root 3 upon 2 times of a hypotenuse. Okay, so suppose this length of AC is 10 is given, hypotenuse is given, then find out the length of remaining two sides. Okay, so if this is 30, then opposite side of a 30 is half of a hypotenuse, so half of hypotenuse means half of 10, so AB is length of AB is 5, and opposite side of a 60 is root 3 upon 2 of hypotenuse. Okay, root 3 upon 2 into 10, so 2 5s are 10, it's 5 root 3. So length of BC 5 into root 3 is 5 root 3. Okay, so this is how, if measure of length of any one side is given, then we can find out the length of remaining two sides in the 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, another property is property of 45, 45, 90 triangle. 90. Okay, so in a right angle triangle PQR, angle Q is of 90. Let the measure of angle R be 45. Then what will be the measure of angle P? It will also 45. Okay, so in this triangle PQR, angle P is of 45, angle R is of 45, and angle Q is of 90. So this triangle is called 45, 45, 90 triangle. This triangle is called 45, 45, 90 triangle. So in a 45, 45, 90 triangle, opposite side of a 45, see opposite side of a 45, both are the opposite side of a 45, PQ and QR. Okay, and also this is a isosceles triangle because both base angles are congruent, so opposite sides are also congruent, PQ and QR are congruent, equal. Okay, so according to the property of 45, 45, 90, opposite side of a 45, that is here PQ and QR both, are 1 upon root 2 times of a hypotenuse, that is PR. Okay, so what is the property? Opposite side of 45 angle is 1 upon root 2 times of hypotenuse. Okay, so this is called property of 45, 45, 90. In a 45, 45, 90 triangle, opposite side of a 45 is 1 upon root 2 times of hypotenuse. Let's take example. Suppose here length of PR is 10. Okay, then what will be the length of PQ and QR? It's a 1 upon root 2 of hypotenuse. Okay, so it's 10 upon root 2. So length of this is 10 upon root 2 and length of this is also 10 upon root 2. Okay, so this is how we can find the length of remaining two side if one side is given. Now the last one is converse of 30, 60, 90 theorem. We have also converse of. Now what is there in the 30, 60, 90 theorem? That opposite side of a 60 is opposite side of a 30 is half of a hypotenuse, and opposite side of a 60 is root 3 upon 2 times of a hypotenuse. Okay, now in converse of 30, 60, 90, let's see, triangle DEF is a right angle triangle. Angle is of 90, that is given. Hypotenuse is 12, and out of remaining two sides we have length of one side, that is DE 6. Okay, now this is a right angle triangle. We have length of hypotenuse and we have length of one side. Okay, now find out the relation between these two. This side, that is DE, is a half of hypotenuse. So in a right angle triangle, if one side is a half of hypotenuse, then opposite angle of that side, means opposite angle of DE, that is F. Okay, opposite angle of the smaller side is of 30. Okay, now if the angle E is of 90, angle F is of 30, then what will be the measure of angle D? It's 60. So this is a 30 60 90 triangle. It becomes 30 60 90 triangle. So what is there in the converse of 30 60 90 theorem? That in a right angle triangle, if one side is a opposite of a hypotenuse, then opposite angle of that side is of 30. This is called converse of 30 60 90. Okay, now in the next video we are going to prove a Pythagoras theorem and similarity in right angle triangle, geometric mean theorem. Okay.